Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about my trading journey. So I'm taking y'all behind the scenes on my origin story and how I got started investing. I always get the questions about what made me initially start trading, what it looked like in the beginning, and what changed everything. So here's how it began. Alright y'all, so just a real quick little throwback from back in the day, just pulling up some old pictures that I found. Y'all can see this is clearly marked from April of 2015. Y'all, this was like an iPhone 5, I believe. It might have been the 6, but I'm pretty sure that was a 5. So yeah, this was me back in the day, long before I ever started investing and trading. At this time, I think I was working at the Boys and Girls Club. So I worked with students my whole life. Now, I also was a teacher, but I'll show y'all some throwback pictures of that as well. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all back in the day. Not too much on me in the comment section, please, because again, this is just old pictures from obviously over 10 years ago. So yeah, I found these in the camera roll. Just wanted to show y'all essentially the start. Y'all can see the nameplate. Y'all remember the nameplate necklaces back then? Like, was I the only one? I couldn't have been the only one because I'm from Phoenix, if anybody's wondering. Originally born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona. And my brother had a big one, like a big nameplate that said fame on it, y'all. You couldn't tell him he wasn't everything and then some. So yeah, we definitely was rocking these nameplates back in the day. Put a comment down below if you were one as well to also rock those. But yeah, this was 2015. This is the era. But yeah, this is just throwbacks. Okay, so some of y'all may also know, as I've mentioned before, that I was an educator. I was a teacher for many, many years as well. So this is one of the photos that one of my students actually took on my phone. And this was my last year officially teaching. Clearly, y'all can see I'm right here planning something, maybe grading papers. I don't know what I was doing, but one of my students, one of my babies, Tanaya, she grabbed my phone and took this picture. I can see clearly I'm in the classroom working. And the kids wanted to play this day, I guess. I really don't remember. But yeah, and y'all are probably like, well, you can't show students. She's actually a full adult now. Again, this was some years ago. So she's off to college and, you know, doing her thing. So yeah, y'all, this was me in the classroom teaching, working really hard. Again, y'all know I wanted to escape the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. So I was done with it. I was through. But I do obviously still have a passion and a love for teaching. Hence why I still mentor new traders and investors who are like first gen. I love to work with all types of people at different levels. So yeah, this is just me back in the day in the classroom. And then of course I wanted to show y'all and also give a shout out to my kids. I know some of these students here are off to college, like I mentioned, so they're thriving, doing well. This student right here, yes, them two off to college for sure. And then my baby girls as well, like love my kiddos. So yeah, y'all, I just started in the classroom, got a whole lot of love for teaching, and that transitioned over to me wanting to have financial freedom. Essentially, I hired my financial advisor, as I've mentioned to y'all before, in 2020. And from there, he showed me a lot of different things about investing and trading, and as far as like saving for your future, financial planning, all that good stuff. And one of the things he introduced me to was actually the stock market, as I've told y'all several times before. And within doing so, he showed me about investing like long term, but he never really told me about like options trading and how you can trade stock options. I never really knew about that. So I had to do some research on my own, kind of just figuring it out and making it work. It was definitely a long process. I've told y'all before, it took me 19 months before I became fully profitable in the stock market. So it definitely was a journey for sure. One that I'm very grateful of as well. I do want to mention that. So if you do have that starting block and you're like feeling frustrated, just know it is light at the end of the tunnel. If you're feeling like, hey, I've been trading for a while, been investing for a while, and you're not seeing a high return on your investment, just know that you just got to keep learning, keep understanding the market, understand the ins and outs, and then again, seek mentorship. It doesn't have to be me. I always tell people you don't have to choose me as your mentor, but definitely get into a community that will help you thrive and grow. That way you can cut that learning curve in half. There's really no reason to sit and kind of just play on the sidelines when you can learn how to read these charts and you can understand the functionality of what it means when the stock is in an uptrend or when it's in a downtrend, or how to look for specific signals that are going to let you know as far as like volume indications. You should definitely understand the basics first, and then just grow from there. So essentially, it's all about your viewpoint on it and how you feel about your trading plan and your strategy. And more so looking at it from the grand scheme of things, I wanted to make sure that for me, the next generation, this was my motivation. These kids here, not only them, but also my nieces and nephews as well. Y'all can clearly see the little goofy smiling faces. This for me was my motivation, y'all. I love to be able to help them. I've assisted students in so many ways. I'm not going to brag on anything that I've done because that's not what this video is about. But for me, being financially free meant I was able to help these kids and being able to just provide a way for them to learn and expand their minds. So yeah, this was my motivation, y'all. This is where I started. And now I actually help new traders invest and learn as well. So let me show y'all a couple clips of that.
So, Star, let me ask you something. Outside of charting, is
Mhm.
there anything else I would need to know about?
Of course. Oh yeah, definitely. So we have plenty more to go over. So I want to show
Okay.
you about, like, we talked about the EMAs, SMAs. We can talk strategy, but I know it's probably best to do it tomorrow. We can start fresh.
Yes. Yes.
And then we can talk about like momentum reversals. We
Okay.
can talk about like day trading versus swing trading.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about like the stop loss versus trailing stop. Girl, the list goes on and on. I can
Okay, girl. Well,
name
yes, I'm ready. Okay.
Actually want to thank you because like I say, since I started trading
Mhm,
and I've just been kind of going back and forth. I'll have a win, I'll have a loss, I'll have a
mhm,
win. But I looked at the tickers that you gave. I
mhm,
traded PayPal, I
mhm,
traded Chevron,
mhm,
and I traded AMD
mhm.
this week. And
Okay.
today I traded QQQ.
Okay.
Today was my highest. This has actually been my highest grossing week.
What? I love
Yes,
it.
I was like, okay, I can do this. I
I
can do
love
this.
it.
And when I get up in the morning, I'll just look at one of your videos, like basically you going through showing how you made, like the little things that you
Mhm,
looked at. And so
mhm,
I would look for those things, coming to know your videos in
mhm.
the last 2 weeks and looking at your videos and things like that. Like today I made $800.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Look at you.
Yes, and yesterday I made $500.
Look at
And
you. Congratulations. That is a winning week. Look.
yes, so I was just like,
I
literally,
love
I
it.
made more today to what I made this week
Mhm.
took me out of the negative for
Oh,
the
wow.
whole time that I've been trading.
Oh my
And
goodness.
now I'm in the green.
I
So
love to hear
yeah, today was, yeah, this was a
that.
really good week. Thank you, Star.
Oh, and real quick, y'all, I completely forgot to mention this, and I did say I was going to bring this up in a future video, so here we are. I often get asked about these tier levels on my website, so clearly I'm on All-Star Equity Investments. If you click under Services, you're going to see the premium membership tier levels, and we have the Rookie, All-Star, and Hall of Fame. I often get asked what are like the major differences between each one of these three tiers, and you'll notice if you click the drop down here, it'll give you more information, but I'm going to just go ahead and summarize it real quick for y'all. Every single one of the tier levels will give you access to Discord. The Discord community is going to be available at all levels. The major difference that you'll notice between the All-Star and then, of course, the Hall of Fame is that there's an unlimited amount of mentoring community sessions via Discord on each one of them. But if you choose the Hall of Fame, you'll notice that there's one-on-one mentoring and chart reviews that I go over. So I don't like to provide signals to people because sometimes I think that that can be more of a hindrance than it can be helpful. So I always like to make sure I always offer the one-on-ones. So if you did have an interest, like I said, in that mentoring and understanding how to learn the charts one-on-one, feel free to sign up for this one. Again, it's only going to be about $200 a month. And if you do have questions about it before you sign up, just let me know. And then if you want to just skip the line on all of that, you can actually just go ahead and look at the mentoring itself. Obviously, these are going to be one-on-one coaching sessions, and you can choose from what you would want as far as like the 10 sessions or 6 sessions, so on and so forth. So there's a plethora of options for you. And yeah, I'm definitely here for y'all. I want to make sure that everybody wins. And honestly, y'all, not even bragging, but I am very happy about the fact that we've had over 500K in client revenue. And y'all just watched a short clip of me kind of walking through one of the members on like market dynamics. So yeah, for sure. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'm always here. Y'all know I'm always want to answer them. So feel free to let me know if you have any additional questions about me and my background. Again, y'all know I have a passion for education, so that's not going to stop anytime soon. But yeah, y'all, this is just a little behind the scenes look, and that'll just about do it for this video. So if you did find any of this information to be helpful, feel free to leave me a comment down below. As always, I thank y'all so much for watching. And of course, I'll see y'all in my next one.